I mean, that's sort of what changed my perspective on, well, you guys. I mean, I don't think it's really any surprise to say that I wasn't really the most personable when we all first met.
Yeah, you didn't even introduce yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I never really had the best impression of, people who came from adventuring universities, because everyone in my university was, well,
punks.
they kind of got there, and they never really worked to get there. Well, I guess I can't really say I did the same, but my circumstance is a little bit different.
The guy you killed did.
But after I come to know you and Kiala and Brandon and Celeste, I realized that I was wrong. Just sort of put you guys all in the same category as everyone else I'd seen. You're a hard worker, Nim. You might not physically do things, but I can tell how much you really put into your magic.
Thanks, that means a lot. I have words.
Now see what you can do with it. You blow a lot of things up.
Most of the time on purpose.
Most of the time.
You think I fireballed myself on purpose?
Yeah.
I mean... not no?
No,
It was not on purpose.
Oh. I thought it was part of some plan that you had. Spur of the moment.
Unfortunate circumstance at best.
Mm.
Had to let off a little magical steam. It happens every now and then.
Nim's like an old muscle car. Sometimes she just backfires.
Sometimes you just gotta redline it to clean it out.
It was stretchy. Back at work.
That's kind of weird. How often does that happen?
Yes.
Wait. Is that like all those other things that happen when my armor glows?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You have to deal with that all the time?
Yep.
As a byproduct of being alive.
Wow.
Except I was born like that.
Wow.
I was born this way.
Oh. When was the first time it happened?
You are referring to her wild surging, right? Or fireball? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like Nim hasn't fireballed herself before.
You're right, because it definitely would have killed her before.
Exactly. I know that you'd never not say it.
And yet you love me anyway.
Yeah, one of yeah.
I think the first time it happened, I was around 9 years old.
Huh.
I just heard it. Interesting thought.
What came from it? Did you blow up again?
No, thankfully not. I did set my neighbor's tree on fire, though.
Huh.
I cast magic missile.
That sets things on fire?
Not always.
Oh.
I think it just sparked something. Unfortunate location, probably, but it ended in fire.
I can only imagine the look on their faces to see a little baby man just hiccups and now a tree's on fire.
I meant to hiccup. That was not a good hiccup.
Oof.
Psst, is that pit you dug still a pit and dug?
What?
Didn't you dig a pit for muffin making and then realized you didn't have ingredients?
Yeah.
There's like an empty fire
we unlit the fire, but we didn't disassemble it in any
We didn't
degree.
undig the hole.
Yeah.
Where is hole? Show me hole.
Hey, my mouse was there.
Yeah, well, Samson was just standing there, so probably a little bit down. Yeah, I'd say about there.
Wow, it's a hole.
Just for me.
Ho 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 ho.
Yeah, it was rather amusing in the moment, not so much after the fact. It was a very expensive tree.
Why was a tree so expensive?
Well, it wasn't local to the area and had to have special precautions to make sure that it actually survived throughout the year. It wasn't harming the environment, it just wasn't the best place for it to grow.
Why would someone kidnap a tree?
Not kidnapped. His forefather's forefather's forefather planted that tree so many years ago. There's a story to it, I just stopped listening.
Oh. Well. Did the tree survive being on fire?
Yes, actually. In the end, it only lost some of its foliage and a couple branches. It just looked rather odd for quite some years.
Nah, it happened.
How long did it take you to get used to shooting a gun?
Well, I first started shooting when I was around 7, and I'd say it wasn't until I was 9 that I got the hang of it.
How long until you stop being scared? Scared Samson.
Does Nim say that? Say it like that?
No, but I really did think about it. I feel like that's a bit too mocky. Even if I don't mean it that way.
That's how you guys
See,
will
from
get into
Nim
a
it'd be a
shootout.
little endearing. But almost no.
A scaredy little boy.
I mean, took me until I was about 10 or 11.
Everyone goes at their own pace, I guess.
Yeah, I got more used to blind fire, and then I did the recoil of the gun.
How surprising.
It happens. Yeah. Took a little while to realize, you know, how to actually handle it. You felt the knockback of this thing when you tried it.
Didn't Nim Kim, like, fall on her butt or something?
I don't think she fell. I just know she missed most shots she took. And we blame the recoil.
We blame the beast.
Yeah, it was rather surprising.
Yeah. Took me a while to get used to it, too. Simpler days.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Simpler days when the world wasn't exploding. The war wasn't warring.
Wonder how things are gonna be from here on out.
Yeah, who knows?
What if Yala never comes back?
I heard some good news.
Oh?
You remember when Snowdrop went on a little mission back in Everengall?
Yeah.
Oh, he just came back? Was that earlier this day? Or was it like
No,
that
there's
was
been
late
one
last
night. Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, what he went to go get was Sufran. I'm not really sure how that worked out.
I guess it didn't since he came back alone.
I don't think he was here to. I don't think he went to bring him here exactly. But I know I heard his voice on the other end of a other portal he crawled through.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, going into all this, that was one of my biggest worries. Sufran was a good guy. He did right by us.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, I would have hated to have made an enemy out of him.
Do I bring up breaking into his office?
Yes.
No, I will not.
Flip a coin.
Howard's going.
Mentally.
I don't trust your mental enough to flip a coin.
You can't flip a coin mentally.
Yeah, you can.
I think that's just called making a decision.
Yeah, that's
Is
not
that what they
exactly.
call it?
That's pretty
No,
much just
man.
making a decision. That is not flipping a coin.
So make a decision.
Yeah, you're allowed to make decisions, but you can't just pretend they're random chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start lowering you on the intellect ladder.
Okay.
Chapstick. So yeah, Zanzibar snaps his fingers, pops right back next to you guys, and just sets down a big old sack full of what you can only assume is ingredients. I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
I was foraging.
Easy! You know, snap my fingers, end up on another part of the island, grab the stuff, stuff it in a sack, snap my fingers again. It's probably one of the most non-violent things I've done in a long time.
That's good, I think.
It is. Careful with the eggs, don't break them. As he just picks it up and passes it to Samson.
Alright, I will not break them until the time is necessary to do so.
Good. And it's a good thing you have swords.
Why?
Huh?
Well,
I don't have swords.
well, he does.
Yeah?
Yes, you have at least one sword that won't poison you when you use it.
Yes.
4.
Well, how else are you gonna crack the eggs? Are you just gonna throw them in the sand and hope that they break? Kinda soft. As he just kicks the sand around with his foot. And you are not egging my tower.
These are like normal chicken eggs, right? Or at least
No.
something equivalent.
No.
What the fuck are these?
You should ask Zanzibar.
How big are these eggs?
Let me get my roller. Give me some analog. They're pretty spherical. They're
Spherical.
Yeah, they're pretty spherical. They kind of got like a greenish tan hue to them, and each one is about 6 inches in diameter. And there are... How many eggs does Nim think she's going to need for her muffins?
Cupcakes, first off.
Yeah, her baked goods. How many chicken eggs would she need?
Let me pull up the recipe that Rebel disagreed with using buttermilk for.
Buttermilk nasty.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's good as an ingredient when you use it in things that need it. But if you can taste buttermilk, or if it is not buried in that ingredients list, it is awful.
The recipe just calls for 2.
What's the amount of muffins that are made?
I assume a batch of 12.
Yeah, 12.
There's 3 of them.
So we have a backup. Samson drops one.
Why would I drop one?
I mean, you have a little more than a backup. These things are 6 inches in diameter, and you need 2 normal chicken eggs. That's roughly, if we're talking about like a medium-sized chicken egg and not the extra larger jumbos that you get in the supermarket, one of those eggs is probably about the equivalent of 4 chicken eggs. Probably a little.
What kind of eggs are these?
Huh? They're water bug eggs.
Like, wait, like Lily?
Like who?
The water bug we came here on.
Oh, the water bug you came here on. That thing. Huh.
That water bug.
You know,
Right, the water.
I have to remember to make sure that kid actually managed to get her back there safely.
I hope so.
I would hope so too. If one of those shape-shifting cacti abominations got a hold of her, that'd be awful.
Yeah, they suck.
One of those doombulbs able to manufacture those en masse? Be a whole new It'd be a whole new epidemic. Nightmarish. Good for me. I get to fight a lot of things, but for the rest of y'all? Oh! Oh my.
I mean, I gave old Joe my word that his water bug would get back to him safe. And again, I didn't think I'd be the one not giving it back.
Broken promises. Things happen. But yeah, you're going to want to split that shell with a sword. Or a hammer or mallet if you have something to catch all the drippings in.
Well, we split it down the middle. Couldn't we just use, like, each half as, like, a bowl?
I mean, Yeah, but the second you split it, it's a shell. Once it cracks, boy.
Need something to catch it, and we need
Unless
a bowl.
you think you're just going to super slice it and make two perfectly clean halves. Zanzibar
Can
will
you
just
do that?
kind of flop down in the sand on his back. I mean, I could probably do it.
Can you teach me how to do it?
That would take longer than just having me do it.
But then I'd be able to do it.
Do you really want to spend several years learning that in order to just use it to make muffins? How good do you think these... whatever you're making is going to be? Is it going to be worth several years of training?
Can I get back to you on that?
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Okay.
Zanzibar is just lying there, staring up into the sky.
Nim asked for several bowls and cupcake tins.
What?
We need cupcake tins and bowls.
Well, then they would have been included on the list, I'm assuming, which means they're also probably at the bottom of the
cool.
sack.
Lit.
You were supposed
Fantastic.
to give them a list of everything you needed.
Anywho, Nim will tell Samson to crack the egg into this bowl.
So I guess I just make an attack with my short sword?
True. Or, you know, pass it off to Zanzibar so he can do it.
So he's gonna pull out his short sword and then pull out a hammer and be like, which one do you think would be better for these?
The short sword, because you don't want shells in the mix. Well, I mean, some people like it like that, but I don't like it like that.
You know what? That's true.
I love how we're probably just gonna have a whole session based around making cupcakes.
Listen, if we can have one about meeting a child for the first time.
Yeah, I know. I'm not joking. I'm not riffing on it. I'm genuinely expressing how I love we could have a whole session about making cupcakes to some calm-ass background music in between having giant monster fights and world-ending wars. Anyway, muffins and cupcakes.
No,
So
just
Samson will take out the short sword. And the 1, and the 2, and... Oh.
Knife but long. What'd you roll to hit? There's no number.
The 12.
Dang. You bring the sword down onto the egg, and you hear a bit of a crack and the sound of eggshells scraping against metal. And then your short sword's stuck halfway inside of the egg.
Use it as a lever and pry it open that way.
Oh, perfect. Right, I was gonna do too good. Yeah, and then Samson will start like prying it.
Well, Samson does that, and Nim's mixing the dry ingredients.
Oh yeah, Samson would have given you the flour.
Lit.
Yeah, and Samson successfully pries this egg open, inside revealing a very thick, gelatinous, bluish tinted albumin and a deep green yolk. Not as deep as the deepest green Samson wears, but probably like his cape colored.
I only need some ham.
They actually served that when I was like in elementary school.
Delicious.
I remember my mom made it for me once.
Aww.
How'd
Yeah.
it turn out?
Well, it was just eggs and ham with food coloring.
Yeah, my school messed it up, so it was kind of gross.
I mean, mine was fun.
Well, I'm glad. The
Yeah.
dessert that day was bomb.
How you doing,
You said your
Jade?
school messed up the breakfast, so I assumed it was an actual bomb.
No, that would have been interesting.
Oh no, where's Jade? Oh, there she is.
Here? What do you mean?
It said.
Jade got up and started opening some doors.
I exploded.
Yeah, I asked how
I'm
you were
dead
doing, and
now.
I didn't hear anything, so I figured you were like gone. So I started memeing. But you're here, and I've been caught red-handed.
I don't exist anymore,
You
guys.
read your
That
hand.
is not allowed. You have to exist.
At least on Thursdays. And Fridays.
And
And
Saturdays.
Saturdays.
And any other day that we
no
hang
other
out.
days.
No.
Wait, why Fridays? I don't want to exist on Fridays.
Okay, half of Friday.
Because
Okay.
someone's
I'm
booba
beginning
has
half!
stared at.
No thanks.
Nope,
No.
no man didn't.
Someone's booba has to be stared at, and Elm has to do the staring.
Ooh,
Ellum has to stare at Booba? Hooray for Ellum!
Yeah.
that is his only character trait.
No, it's not.
No, it's his most explore.
Yeah, because he hasn't done anything to make anyone, like, suspicious of him.
Does he still have the sombrero? Because I feel like that would get in the way.
Of Booba?
Yeah?
All you have to do is tilt it up.
Squish,
Yeah.
squish! Booba.
But then
No
you...
touch to booba.
That's
Touch the
true.
Booba.
No touch.
What?
No touch.
What
No
Booba
touch
could
yet.
be- What?
No touch yet.
Oh, okay.
Haven't made it that far.
I was about to say, what Booba is
I haven't
so
gotten to that
untouchable
base.
that it could be forbidden? There
Well,
is
you
no
see-
forbidden Booba.
First
you
base
see-
is look at Booba. Second base is touch Booba. I don't know what the rest is.
What's
Don't
third
ask.
base? Donkey
I
Kong
just said
Country-
don't ask.
Donkey Kong Country Booba.
Anyway, moving on from this topic. Nim starts talking Samson through like how to make the cupcakes.
Did Samson?
Damn, I know how to make What's the next step?
And then you get fireball.
You know, I did consider it. There's too many.
This is how you bake them.
Okay, here's the thing though, is if Nim were to fireball right now, it would most likely hit her more than anyone else present.
No, because all I have to do is do it here.
Okay?
Yes, hit Mr. Golem.
Use collateral damage. That's why Nim can't.
And then, you know, it hits the tower that's made entirely out of Eve, and, you know.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage of the entire continent.
Yay.
So that's how Nim blows up the nearest star. Got it.
Yeah, didn't you know? You're walking on a dormant star.
Lit.
Andy.
Now we have to carefully line them into the cake, the mixture into the muffin, not the muffin, cupcake tins. I wish they were star-shaped. Personally,
I hope she said muffin.
nope. I'm eating pizza.
Hey,
And
me
also, I keep
too.
looking at your stupid muffin recipe.
I don't know
It
what
is
you mean. That's just a
very
recipe
much
for
throwing
muffins,
me
fella.
off.
I don't know
We're
what you mean,
making-
fella. That's the recipe
Making
for muffins.
cupcakes,
I love
and now
it.
we need to pour the...
We're making
Mix
cupcakes
into
with the recipe
cupcakes.
for muffins.
No.
I mean,
We're
that's
renegades.
Exactly what you did.
Of the atomic age.
No?
You were using Ed's recipe. That was for muffins.
No, it was not. I have a different thing pulled up.
Oh. Well, never mind what I said. I'm dumb.
Now, can I ask you one question above board with this whole fiasco, as it were? Would
If I
Nim
respond violently, would you be okay with that?
Did Nim remember to add in the part where you have to custom make frosting? Because
Yes.
I don't. Okay. Gross.
You'll get over it. Oh my god.
Both Samson and I would find frosting absolutely disgusting.
Oh, he would find any frosting absolutely disgusting.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, if Samson and Rebel don't like it, it's good shit.
Sugar goblins, the lot of ye.
Okay. I assume we're like pouring them in the molds.
Yeah.
Lit. And I will specify that Nim added the normal amount of sugar.
Quick, everybody guess. Good job. You know I can rely on you guys.
Of course.
But man, is the urge real to just have Nim eat a spoonful of sugar real quick. But I won't. Nim has self-control.
I don't believe you.
Zanzibar crusted digitizes it to taste like sand. That'd be too.
They
Wow,
both
this
have
sugar's
that
alright.
That'd be too cruel even for him.
That's where he draws the line.
Making Samson's water
Oh.
taste like wine.
Alright, so now that these are all mixed up, put them in the oven thing. We need to relight the fire. Can you relight the fire?
Man, I haven't baked anything like this in a long time.
What was the last thing you baked?
Yeah, it was nothing. We made little flatbreads. Oh, this was a while ago. I used to do it with my mom all the time.
Oh, this sounds like fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that next.
Sure.
I can go play with the Kuno.
And you just suddenly see that the DM's not even in the same instance.
Whoops.
I
Damn.
can give her all the hats.
Damn. That's how you know we're doing the most boring shit ever when the DM checks out.
Yep.
No.
Time to wrap this up, Rebel.
No.
What the fuck is it on me? I'm not God. I don't control it. Which
You're God when God's on vacation.
Oh, fine. Let me switch to rebel but useful.
Oh, look, he's back.
I have. It's not boring. I just realized that I could play with the baby while Jade's stuck here, not playing with the baby. So I went to
Man,
go
that's
play
even
with
worse.
Yeah. So Nim throws this in the oven.
In the oven, it is thrown.
you of in the cold food?
And
Yeah.
I'll eat the food.
Not yet. It's not finished.
Now we need to wait for 22 minutes, but now we need to make the frosting.
Frosting?
Mm-hmm.
Not
That's the
bad.
most important part.
Where is Jade's cursor? I don't see the dot.
What?
Where is Jade's dot?
Hiding.
No, hidden.
Hiding. Hiding.
You'll have to make it the frosting. Have frosting to make it.
Alright.
Rebel is dead.
Vanilla buttercream frosting is made by... I'm scrolling, hold on. I don't care about your life story. I'm sorry, I know you have to, otherwise it can be commercially sold, but also I don't care.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, so if you put your life story behind it, or quote unquote, it can't be copyrighted because that's your personal life. And only you can market that. But if you just post a story and it's not copyrighted, anyone can take it and copyright it, and then you can't use it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Alright, so Nim is going to put the butter. Is this the one with butter? Yeah, Nim's gonna put the butter in a bowl and have Samson mix it. And then the sugar.
Alright.
And then let me know when it's nice and mixed.
Okay. What's it supposed to look like?
Frosting. Duh.
You'll know in your heart when it's ready.
He
Pun
says so.
intended. Roll for heart. Now.
Every time Samson says muffin, he gets a heart attack.
Yeah, because it's not a muffin, it's a cupcake.
Cope.
And as Samson mixes and whatnot, Nim's gonna throw in more ingredients at the appropriate times to make this frosting
Woo!
reality.
Woo!
And I've never mixed frosting before, so I don't know how easy or hard that is.
It's not the worst.
But it's not the best.
No. The worst would be making like a hollandaise or a mayonnaise.
Oof.
Please don't put hollandaise on the cupcakes.
Wasn't gonna.
Hollandaise filled cupcakes.
Ugh.
That's Nim's next prank if Samson ever calls cupcakes a muffin again. I'll take runs the hard way.
Wow, Nim, this tastes like garbage. You've let me down.
Just like my parents. Anyway. You're doing great. Keep it up. Insert generic video game motivational lines here.
Let's get cracking in round 2.
Keep it going. Don't spill now.
You said generic video game motivations. I just imagine you start listing off kill streaks.
Bubble
Kill
number
accolades.
72 destroyed.
Perfect.
Perfect!
KO.
You win! Perfect!
Perfect.
Good job, Samson.
Thanks.
Instead of cooking
Alright.
mama, it's cooking sorceress. I'll be right back. I need the rest of the room.
So, is this just flavored sugar?
Yes, but not terribly sweet. This time.
Sam's gonna, like, try some. Ugh. It's so sweet.
Nim, also try some. There's barely any sugar in this one. What do you mean?
You are by far the worst test of how much sugar is in something.
First of all, we were supposed to use 4.5 cups of sugar, and I only used 2 because you don't like sugar that much.
Even then, it's too sweet.
Huh?
Even then, it's too sweet.
Even reduce the amount of sugar you put in the actual batter.
In the mixing bowl you're just making the frosting in just starts floating away from you. You just see Zanzibar holding his arms lazily in the air as the bowl meets his hands. And he samples the frosting. Pinch of salt would help. And he just passes the bowl back with his hand. And proceeds to go back to staring up at the empty sky.
Samson will take the advice and put in a pinch of salt.
Does it fix his issue?
I don't know. Does Samson like the TOZ equivalent of vanilla? Because if he does, it deepens the vanilla flavor and slightly tones down the sugar just a little. Does Samson like vanilla?
It's less. It's better.
It's vanilla forward instead of vanilla reverse. Reverse.
Can't exactly say it's my favorite, but it's better.
Are you more of a
Good call,
chocolate
Zanzibar.
guy?
Hmm?
Are you more of a chocolate flavor guy?
What?
Samson.
No, chocolate,
Know what
the
chocolate
candy.
is.
I thought you prefer vanilla since you're kind of basic in tastes.
Basic.
But Jake,
Damn, I don't
you
know.
love
I don't know what
chocolate.
chocolate is. I also don't eat candy. I thought you knew this.
Yeah, but there's also cooking chocolate.
That's news. What exactly is chocolate?
And then we'll cast minor illusion to show you a picture of chocolate. Well, it comes in a variety of forms. There's white chocolate, normal chocolate, which is kind of a milky chocolate, and there's dark chocolate, which I think you'd be more of a fan of. It is typically not as sweet as the normal milk chocolate. Of course, there are tons of variations and whatnot, but essentially, it melts on the tongue quite nicely.
I think after this, I'm good for a little while.
Even if it's described as bitter? And you like that. Also, there's alcoholic chocolates. I think you really like a nice rum chocolate.
Now you're speaking my language.
Well, if you ever have the time, I think I can make some.
I mean, if we ever have the time.
Getting the chocolate would be the hard part, as I assume it wouldn't be that hard to score some booze. But quality booze is the way to go.
And so at that, Samson's just gonna look up at Zanzibar.
Please?
I mean,
We'll look over to Zanzibar, I guess, since he's laying on his back.
oh yeah.
Why